Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to another episode of the most offensive podcast ever. I'm Slimmy V, and today I am going to be talking about complaining and worrying. Before I do, let me get to a verse in Matthew 6:34, right? This is a real important verse. It says, "Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own." How many of you today, just because it's Monday, are worried? Just because it's Monday, you feel like it's trouble. Just because it's Monday, it's like, the beginning of the week has started. I got a lot of work to do. How many of you are saying that right now? Do you know that you are making yourself sick? Complaining and worrying, they are siblings. They go hand in hand. Okay? I would say worrying or complaining is more the manifestation of worrying. You worry in your mind. Your brain keeps on going. Your brain keeps on worrying. You think you stop? No, when you're thinking about it, that don't stop. You could get sicker, your immune system gets screwed up, and then you're in trouble. Complaining is when you physically voice your frustrations over and over and over until someone else get pissed off and say, "Could you stop worrying?" Because today I'm going to tell you to stop worrying. When you complain, your body releases the stress hormone called cortisol. Okay? All that extra cortisol released by frequent complaining day in and day out impairs your immune system and makes you susceptible to what? High cholesterol, diabetes, heart disease, obesity, hypertension. You could be susceptible to stroke, a heart attack because of all of this. It makes you sick. Okay? Complaining too much leaves you both physically and mentally exhausted. Okay? When you complain and think or speak of your worries, you feel exhausted because this activates your body's stress response. Okay? The chronic activation leads to low energy, according to Corsid. So, initially, when you complain, it has this stress relieving moment. But that's initially. You miss a bus. You know you're going to be late for work. You start worrying and complaining. "Oh my God, I'm going to be late. Oh my God, my boss is going to dock me. Oh my God, I won't have enough money to pay my rent. Oh my God, they're going to evict me." It's a domino fall. All this thing hasn't even happened yet. Guess what? Guess what? What does it say? "Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, or do not worry about the initial future, for tomorrow will worry about itself." Whatever is going to happen is going to happen regardless you worry, complain, or not. Gotta keep that in mind. You know, as they say, clearly, complaining has some benefits and can be a way to relieve your stress in small doses. But excessive complaining about problems, whether it's big or whether it's small, just isn't an effective solution. What you gotta do, what you have to do, is cut out your complaining and find a solution to what you're complaining about. Find a fix. This doesn't help. This makes you sicker. This lowers your immune system. This sends you to the hospital. This clearly have you not thinking straight. Constant worrying, negative thinking, and always expecting the worst can take a load on you emotionally and physically. It can sap the freaking emotional strength, leaving you restless and jumping, causing insomnia, headaches, stomach problems. You know, when you start feeling that bubbly thing in your stomach, that's complaining and worrying. It could make children, it could make them hard to concentrate at school, bringing you good grades. If you see mama and daddy worrying about how they're gonna pay the bills, when you're gonna eat, how you're gonna get money for your food, how you're gonna pay for the school that they're going to. If you complain about that in front of these kids, how do you think they're gonna feel? You think they're going to be okay about this? They're little humans. They got brains, they could think. They know when something is bothering mom and dad. So the constant complaining, the constant worrying does not help. It hurts you more than it helps. Of course, it's basically a waste of energy. A waste. There is no victories in complaining and worrying. It defeats you mentally. It grounds you physically. And it destroys you spiritually. You're basically dead. When you constantly complain, when you constantly worry, you're dead. You're not alive. You are no good to the next person. You are no good to yourself. So what are you complaining about? Just think about this for 1 second. Think about this. Let's say that you lose your job during this pandemic thing, right? And you know the domino effect is you lose your job, you don't have any income. Therefore, if you don't have any income, you don't know where the payment for your mortgage or your rent is going to come from. You don't know where your car payment is going to come from. You don't know how you're going to buy food. You don't know how you're going to wash your clothes. Yes. I get it. I totally get it. Those are cause to worry, of course. What Matthew 6:34 is clearly saying, it's not really saying like, oh, you're a bad person for worrying and complaining. It's not really saying all of this. What it's saying is, what does it fix? How does it help? Yeah, sometimes it might be an involuntary action, an involuntary response. You're human. You have kids. You have a wife as a man, right? As a man, you have a wife. You have a family to take care of. And you don't know how you're going to take care of them if you do not have a job. I get all of that. This is why worrying is bad. Worrying and complaining is bad. It's the same thing as praying. When you pray, it's a positivity that you are releasing in your mind, in your brain, in your spirit, in the atmosphere. Your body starts to feel good when you ask God and you say, God, I want you to bless my family. I want you to bless my sons. I want you to bless my wife. I want you to bless my brother. I want you to bring good health to my sister. I want you to open doors that have not been opened before. I want you to open windows that have not been opened before. You start releasing this positive, this good energy that's going to make you feel good. And then you start to heal from within yourself. And then you know that the only person that can take your life away is God. That's the only person that can destroy your soul is Yahweh. The only thing that can destroy your spirit, I'm telling you right now, is yourself. Your words, your mouth, your tongue. In the scriptures it says that your tongue has power. Your tongue has power to kill. Your tongue has power to put down. Your tongue has power to heal. Learn to use that in the right way. Use your healing powers. Speak positive. Think positive. Do positive. Like my brother Whitley says on his podcast, do better and be better. Think about it. You are destroying yourself. Who cares who the next president is? Who cares who's in government? Who cares what people say about you? What are you going to do about it? Stop worrying about the next person. Stop worrying about the Jones. Stop keeping up with the Joneses. Keep up with you. Be better than who you were yesterday. Do better than that. We have the power. Yes, I get it. You lost your job. I get it. I get it. I am empathetic towards that. I feel you. I feel your pain. I feel your pain. I know what a loss is. You gotta pray yourself out of it. You gotta get up and do something about it. Not just praying, but you gotta do. Action. Action is everything. Words without performance or action is meaningless. It does nothing. You can't expect others to do for you. You can't. You can't. Again, key verse, Matthew 6:34. Matthew 6:34. Matthew 6:34. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. If you're not offended, you are not listening. I am Slimmy V, and this is the most offensive podcast ever. God bless, stress less, and let Yahweh give you rest. I'm out. Peace.